This is the first time na mahawakan ko tong series na ito, no? And this is the A6 series ng OPPO. Hawak ko right now is the A6 Pro 5G and it has another variant, A6 Pro 4G. Now, on spec sheet ng phone ito looks quite a bit beefy para sa isang mid-ranger. Pero does the price justify it? Tara, pag-usapan natin. Now, typical box ni OPPO, makita natin, nothing new sa kanyang design. Halos ganito na yung itsura ng A5 series, so it's nothing new yung kanyang packaging. There are some specs printed dito on the side, and dito sa gilid, OPPO A6 Pro 5G. Buksan natin. Now, itong phone nito comes with a jelly case na I think naiwan ng nagpahiram na ito sa akin, no? So we don't get to see the transparent na jelly case. Andito yung phone. We also have a charging cable, A to C. 80 watts na SuperVOOC charging brick, which is a bit surprising para sa mid-ranger. And nandito ang kanyang panundot. So, tanggalin muna natin sa kanyang packaging. We have here is the coral pink variant. So, ito, OPPO A6 Pro 5G, ang kanyang 620 gigs of storage would have a starting price point of 13,999. Yung kanyang 8256 would retail at 18,999. Now, meron din siyang 4G variant, which yung kanyang 8256 would retail at 15,999. Pero itong phone na ito can go as low as 12,999 ang kanyang 8256 sa kanyang 5G variant. You just need to check the link on the description box below na pinaprovide natin or yung link dyan sa YouTube Shopee link natin para makuha natin ang ganun kababa ang kanyang presyo during mga sale. Ito guys, pag nag-sale siya, 12,999 lang siya. Yung kanyang 256. Or pwede nyo rin check ang live selling ni James Safante sa Orange app para makuha nyo probably even further lower than itong presyo na ito. Lahat ng yan lalagay ko lang sa description box below. So, silipin nyo na lang. Now, one of the things na gusto ko sa kanya is maganda ang kanyang itsura. Honestly, it doesn't look cheap para sa isang mid-ranger. Hindi rin matumbok itong kanyang camera bump, which is for me, okay. Ang likod niya is plastic and it's a matte finish, so wala kang fingerprints. And pag inilawan mo siya, yung kanyang coral pink looks quite good, no? Medyo may design siya and it looks really nice. Perfect sa mga babae. And meron din siyang plastic frames dito sa gilid. And meron din siyang crystal shield glass na protection dito sa harap. Honestly, hindi naman siya sobrang nipis ang kanyang bezels, pero para sa akin, pwede na for a mid-ranger. Maganda naman na feel ko dito sa aking kamay dahil it's more of a compact na mid-range phone. Now, kung gusto mo makita ang complete spec sheet ng OPPO A6 Pro 5G, ito, share ko sa inyo. Now, one of the good things dito sa kanya is kayang-kaya naman multitasking. Lalo mga basic tasks, 6 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of RAM, walang problema, kayang-kaya mag-multitask. And yung mga editing ng Word documents, spreadsheet, and mga presentation dito sa phone nito. And even generating some AI dito sa ChatGPT, kaya din yan gawin. Playing games, walang problema, basta hindi AAA games. Pag-usapan natin yan later sa gaming. Now, did you know guys na ito phone nito is also very tough. Probably isa sa mga selling point ni OPPO dito sa A6 Pro 5G. It has a military standard 810H, giving it a good rugged na protection. Plus, IP68, IP69 does a water resistant, which is a bit rare para sa mga mid-range phone just like this one. In terms of performance, palaban naman itong phone na ito. And inside this one, it has a MediaTek Dimensity 6300. And nung sinalang ko naman ito sa AnTuTu benchmark na version 11, I was able to gather 600,000 points. And kung gusto mong makita mga ibang benchmark na ginawa natin dito sa phone na ito, pakita ko sa inyo. Now, in terms of battery size, generous naman ang battery dito sa loob ng A6 Pro 5G. And this one has a 6,500 mAh na battery which can support up to 80 watts na SuperVOOC charge. Medyo madalang makakita ng phone at a mid-range level that can give you a 80 watts na fast charging. For me, paldong-paldo sa akin yung feature na fast charging. For me, panalo ang charging speed nito phone na ito. And on day-to-day usage to phone na ito, it can even last you for 2 days without charging dahil matipid naman ang kanyang processor. So ano nga ba ginawa ko dito sa phone na ito? Basic phone calls and even using this phone as a hotspot sa labas, wala akong problema. Naging 2 days naman. Kayang-kaya naman yung mag-support. And nung nirender naman sa PC Mark battery stress test, 3 beses nag-fail so hindi ko siya natapos. And I did a manual na battery drain test. It lasted me for 19 hours and 43 minutes, which is more or less close to 20 hours na screen on time. Now, in terms of display, it has a 6.57-inch na AMOLED display. Kaya niya mag-display up to 2K display pagdating sa mga videos on YouTube. Meron din siyang 120Hz of screen refresh rate and a 1400 nits na maximum brightness. So, when you're outdoor, under the direct sunlight, wala kang maging problema dito sa phone nito, where in fact, it is readable naman mga text dito sa phone nito. I did try it under the direct sunlight. Ginawa ko yun para sa inyo, kahit mainit. Speaking of mainit, magsa-summer na, no? Kayo, saan kayo magbabakasyon? Let me know in the comments. Now, kung ginagamit mo naman to phone na ito, day-to-day, pang social media lang, walang problema. Pero there are times na nafe-feel ko parang naiiwan na habang si-scroll ako, parang naiipit siya. I'm not sure, no, kung dahil sa UI niya or dahil sa slow internet connection ko. Pero there are times sa pag-swipe mo, hindi siya sumasabay and yung video hindi naglo-load agad. Hindi ko siya ma-determine kung software level or it's a network-related issue. Pero based sa akin analysis, it should be a software level na problem. Probably might be corrected on the next firmware update. Pagdating sa watching videos on YouTube, wala kang may problema dito. Sharp na sharp ang mga video. You can enjoy lahat naman pinapanood mo dito, and honestly, it was a good AMOLED display naman dito sa A6 Pro 5G. Ang phone nito has stereo speakers and meron siya 3 butas dito sa ilalim, and the other one is coming dito sa kanyang earpiece. And guys, kaya magsagat up to 300% ang kanyang maximum volume, so let's try it out. Honestly, kanyang sound is not bad. For me, it's average, pero don't expect too much lang sa kanya. Now, itong phone na ito, like I said kanina, kaya naman mag-game. And we're in fact, naglaro naman 2 games dito, CODM and si Honor of Kings. Now, pagdating kay Call of Duty Mobile, I was able to set it to a medium graphical settings and a high frame rate. And honestly, the game was good. And kaya pa natin iset sa performance mode dito sa kanang game mode. Pero yun nga lang, hindi ko makita ka ng FPS kung ilan nga ba siya. The gameplay was quite okay. Smooth naman siya. Wala na feel na frame drops din dito sa kanya. Okay ang kanya touch response. The sounds is just okay. Nothing really special sa kanya sounds. Probably you might want to put on your favorite TWS to give you a better gaming experience. Pero overall, the gameplay was okay. And pinakamainit na inabot ko 37 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gaming on room temperature. Now, pagdating sa Honor of Kings, it was also a good game. Wala akong naging problema rin sa kanya. Quite smooth din naman ang gameplay ko dito sa kanya. Wala akong na-feel na frame drops. Wala rin na feel na lag dito sa kanya. Okay ka na touch response. Overall, the gameplay was quite okay. Satisfactory naman para sa akin. And umabot din ako ng 37 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of playing inside a room temp. Now, right now guys, pag-usapan natin ang kanyang camera. I'm not quite sure kung hina-highlight niya ang kanyang camera dito on this phone, but it has a 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS, 2MP na depth sensor, and of course, ang kanyang front-facing camera is 16MP na shooter. Yung kanyang likod can shoot you up to 1080p and 60fps, and ang kanyang harap can shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. Now, one good thing dito sa kanya when you're trying to shoot some photos on outdoors, yung mga greens, mukhang okay naman siya. Honestly, medyo saturated siya towards the darker green ang kanyang tone. Yung kanyang color science is a little bit darker. Kaya yung mga flowers na orange, yung kanyang colors a bit darker compared to what I really see. And yung kanyang purple dito is also a bit darker. But nevertheless, on outdoors, you can capture some really nice and even breathtaking shots like this one. This is probably one of my favorite shots na na-capture ko dito sa kanya. Not bad naman ang mga photos na na-capture ko dito sa kanya. Not the best, pero not bad. Now, if you're trying food photography naman dito on this camera, which I love to do, okay naman ang mga photos na dito. Except that medyo kulang kunti ang kanyang convincing power dito sa mga photos nito to let me buy those food. Pero itself is not bad. Overall, there are times na medyo nag-overexpose konti, pero it can really get you some nice, decent snap naman dito on this phone. Now, if you're trying naman ka na front-facing camera, taking some selfie shot, honestly, hindi ako masyado satisfied sa mga photos na na-capture ko dito using this front-facing camera. Parang masyado sabog yung mukha ko pag zoom in natin. Hindi naman ganun ka-imperfect yung aking mukha as versus naman sa nakikita ko sa siyempre sa salamin. Especially when you go indoor, medyo makita mo naging soft na yung mukha. Medyo hindi na ganun ka okay lalo pag zoom mo siya. But there's probably one photo dito na nagustuhan ko dito is this indoor photo. For me, this is probably pinaka-okay, pinaka-decent na selfie photo na na-capture ko dito on this camera. The rest are just mediocre. So guys, tingnan lang natin ang front-facing camera na video. And ito naman makukuha mo if you're using the A6 Pro taking a selfie video. Pag yung camera is against the sun, ganito itsura, mag-flare. Pero kung mukha ko against the sun, mas maganda nga output. Medyo shaky nga lang siya kasi wala siyang image stabilization. And ito naman sa kanyang rear camera. Guys, hawag natin si OPPO A6 Pro. And right now, shooting at 1080p and 60 FPS. Well, medyo matagtag siya. Pero though yung kanyang video resolution is honestly not bad. And pag mag-pan around ka, medyo shaky din siya. And if you're against the sun, medyo may konting flare. Pero overall, not bad naman ang kanyang quality. Now guys, what I personally recommend tong phone na ito at its price point. Honestly, if you buy it at SRP, definitely it's a no. Para sa akin, talagang hindi ko siya marirecommend at its starting na SRP. Pero pag naka-sale siya, honestly, it's a bit better. Probably not the best value for money. Pero if you're a OPPO na user, talagang loyal ka, I think this is not so bad. If you're buying this at 12,999, ang ganang 8256 dito sa A6 Pro 5G, you get a 5G connectivity, tough overall rugged phone, IP68, IP69 na may military standard 810H, makunat ang kanang battery, that I can assure you. Okay din ang kanang display, except medyo hindi lang masyado satisfactory para sa akin personally ang kanang camera. Pero of course, I just have to lower down my expectation to a 12,999 na price point, pwede na ang kanyang camera. Now kayo guys, are you looking forward to buy the OPPO A6 Pro 5G? Let me know in the comments, and kung gusto nyo rin makita ang A6 Pro 4G, I'll also post the link on the description box below. So of course, kung meron kayong mga friends na naghahanap ng mga phones like this one, feel free to share this video to them. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe dito sa ating channel so you don't miss out yung mga reviews just like this one. So paano yan? Hanggang dito muna ako, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.